My name is Jeremy Babender. My title is I'm the Executive Director of the Sci Tech Institute. So our focus is to really connect the community around STEM and beyond. We work with business, education, community, government about strategies to connect the dots around workforce and industry. So when we started, I was driving all over the state, visiting Globe in Miami, I'm going to Prescott, I'm going to Sahuarita, and it really was kind of a challenge of needing to be in a dozen places at once. It was not sustainable. We are fortunate to be part of a community here where we're home based at Max 6, where it's the center of entrepreneurship, conscious capitalism, and EOS really is a system that a lot of people are familiar with.
My name is Tom Wesner. I'm the owner of Traction Squared, which is a business consulting practice, and I'm a certified EOS implementer. College, I did 2 software startups, exited those successfully, each for roughly $15 million. But I also realized that my passion was really in the entrepreneurial world, and I transitioned back to the entrepreneurial world of doing a series of turnarounds for small, medium-sized businesses. Jeremy came to me because he was familiar with EOS through the community that he was embedded in. He had heard great things about it from his colleagues. He knew that it was a system, a set of tools and disciplines that addressed the issues that he was facing that were keeping him stagnant in his business growth.
It's a way that you would run your business. And so it gives you processes, philosophies, really a whole way to run your whole organization. The playbook's there, you could read it and do it. I think if we did that, we probably would have stopped on chapter 2. Because there is a lot of heated things, that a lot of even trauma, things that come up for people about, hey, maybe I was mismanaging this, or this employee did something that they feel shameful or guilty about. Whatever it is, it comes up.
When I began working with Jeremy, he was stretched really thin. He had his fingers in everything that was happening in the business, in large part because he didn't have the structure, the system in place to really harness the human energy that he had within his organization. The evolution of putting EOS in place began to provide structure, accountability at lower levels, clarity of responsibility such that he could begin to delegate and monitor, trust, and verify that the work was actually getting done at the next level down.
Tom was spectacular at helping to really find that balance of what are things that you really want to keep good to the system and what are things that you might want to adapt. It was extremely hectic in terms of in and out, people coming to the organization, people leaving. Our longevity was not very strong. Whereas now, everybody's been there at least 2 years, and most of them have been there probably 3 to 5 or more.
EOS is really designed for and right for entrepreneurial business owners and leadership teams that want something more out of their business. Not only do they want something more, but they realize that they may be their own barrier to achieving what they want. And this is common with entrepreneurial organizations, is to just bring them back around to the system, the process they were committed to following, that they knew would generate the results.
As a result of EOS, I'm living the world as a visionary, whereas before it was really bouncing around. So that translates to a lot of more opportunities from a bottom line funding perspective. We've grown at least 50% in our expenditures and revenue since we brought on the EOS system. I think the first, it's almost like a growth curve, right? You're never done, right? You're always changing, you're always adapting, you're always innovating, and as we're growing, you're kind of adapting systems and levels, so it's never done. I would recommend Tom because he can relate with you, he can be part of your team, he can be a coach, and he can really provide a lot of wisdom that you might not have had without him.
If you're interested in EOS, the best way to start is to have a conversation. Give me a call.